Hey, it's Soul, and we're back with some more Shadowlands Alpha coverage. Someone over on stream just told me, hey dude, Ardenweald's up. And so, here we are for a classic read-along. So, I have the browser right up here in the corner, somewhere over there. We're gonna read along, I'll have everything available here, and let's just get started, shall we? A twilight-tinged afterlife for those closely connected to the wild, Ardenweald is a domain of restoration tended by the mystic Night Fae. Within this eternal forest, massive dream trees draw in precious anima, the essence of souls that flows through the Shadowlands to feed the spirits of nature, awaiting rebirth into the cycle. Welcome to Ardenweald. The ethereal umbral forests of Ardenweald are where wild spirits return after their time on the mortal plane come to an end so that they can again be reborn. However, this lush afterlife paradise has suffered greatly from the mysterious anima drought plaguing the Shadowlands. Everything that grows here has begun to wither, and the cycle of reincarnation is in peril unless things change, and swiftly. First things first, you must seek out the Winter Queen, ruler of Ardenweald and the Night Fae Covenant, to deliver urgent news. Deep within Ardenweald, wild seeds nurturing slumbering nature spirits are restored until they are ready to be awakened. Dude, this looks so pretty. This looks really cool. Alright. Ardenweald's inhabitants meet the denizens of Ardenweald. Fairies. Mischievous tricksters of the woods, the mercurial fairies of Ardenweald use a mix of theatrical talents and cunning to care for rejuvenating spirits. Fairies use song to soothe away the pain of the great resting spirits and snatch up lesser creatures lured by their eerie melodies, grinding up into poultices. Wait, what? Let me read that one more time. Fairies use song to soothe away the pain of the great resting spirits and snatch up lesser creatures lured by their eerie melodies, grinding them up into poultices. Damn. Fairies are just as easy to appease as they are to offend, so be wary of your actions. Yeah, because I'm going to get ground into... okay, I admit I don't know what a poultice is, but, you know, oh well. Vorkai. The fierce and daring Vorkai are the protectors and guardians of Ardenweald, and they look badass too. Vorkai make up the bulk of the Winter Queen's wild hunt, who safeguard the domain against those seeking to bring in balance. During the anima drought, it has fallen on them to enact the Winter Queen's decrees, of which groves flourish or are left to wither. Nice. Alright, the Sylvar. Loyal, polite, and graceful, the Sylvar are crafters and enchanters who create tools, foci, and magical objects to maintain the ebb and flow of existence in Ardenweald. Recently, some groves in Ardenweald have been decreed to let their nurtured souls perish so that others may survive the drought. Wow. Oh, I thought it was meant some Sylvar in Ardenweald have been sacrificed. Oh, that would have been crazy. Okay. And I'm being corrected here. A poultice is like the salve version of a health potion. Wow, so these fairies are like savages. Jeez. Anyway, Tyrande, calm, patient, and enigmatic even to others in the Shadowlands. The Tyrande are slow to action as well as anger. They are the eldest of the Fae Court, quiet and thoughtful, and generally friendly unless you threaten their groves. While slow to enrage, they are terrible to behold in battle, capable of shaping the land and flora around their enemies with frightening speed. It's like little Malfurions and such. Cool. And the Winter Queen. Leader of Ardenweald, the ethereal Winter Queen is charged with the sacred task of maintaining the great cycle of rebirth, restoring the perished Loa, wild gods, ancients, and other nature spirits, and returning them to the mortal plane. She and the land are one. As the land thrives, so does she. But recently, the land has grown sick, and this has taken a bitter toll on her. The anima drought has forced her to make hard choices over which groves to save and which to let go, losing beloved nature spirits in the process. And we have the Drust. With the drought weakening the guardians of the Ardenweald, the ancient Drust have seized the opportunity to invade from their nightmarish realm of Thros. Using their twisted form of druidism to feed upon the dying groves, the Drust grow stronger with every wild seed that perishes. Though relatively few in number, the Dressed are using dark rituals to pull the native Fae into their forces. There's a lot of races, holy cow. Spriggan. Ooh, Spriggan. Spriggan are small, malicious creatures native to Ardenweald who live to create chaos. Some have heard the whispers of the Deathloa Muzala and gleefully carry out his plans. Others follow no ruler, simply reveling in the wanton mischief and destruction they unleash upon the inhabitants of Ardenweald. And mortal souls. In addition to the native Fae creatures that the forest calls forth to nurture the wild seeds, Ardenweald serves as an afterlife for mortal souls who shared a special bond with the natural cycle. Druids, hunters, and others who tended the land may be judged worthy of an eternity spent caring for the wilds. Upon arrival, these souls can choose an animal form infused with the celestial magic of Ardenweald. These are but a few of the entities you'll encounter in Ardenweald. While adventuring, it's best to stay vigilant. You might even cross paths with long-past heroes of Azeroth who now wander this world. I'm gonna go back to this Mortal Souls thing in just a bit, alright? This looks pretty cool. Alright, and the Night Fae Covenant. When players reach maximum level and have explored the first 4 zones, they'll be able to pledge themselves to a covenant, like the Night Fae. Each covenant offers its champion's abilities, along with other powers and cosmetic rewards that can be unlocked through a covenant campaign, an epic storyline unique to the faction. This alliance also gives the player access to a Covenant Sanctum, a hall only open to players who have forged a pact with its rulers. Power of the Night Fae. If you choose to join the Night Fae Covenant, you will gain 2 unique abilities, one class ability used in combat, as well as a signature ability to explore the world in a new way. I know we're looks like we're going through like some basics here. I didn't realize this article was going over this much stuff, including the Covenant. I believe the last one did not, so. Here's a signature ability that the Night Fae bestow upon their champions. Soul Shape. Turn into a Vulpin, increasing movement speed. You may reactivate Soul Shape to teleport a short distance forward. Additional cosmetic forms can be earned and collected through a variety of gameplay. While out in the world, this effect has a short duration before it wears off, but lasts indefinitely while in a rest area. I'll skip this part. Okay, Soul Binding. When you join a covenant, you'll be able to undergo an ancient rite to bind your soul to some of its most powerful members. By doing so, your character harnesses their power, gaining access to powerful bonuses. Over time, you can unlock new tiers of power and even switch soul binds when strategy demands it. For your contributions to the Venthyr Covenant... Venthyr? What? Oh, wait, whoa. Typo. For your contributions to the Night Fae Covenant's cause, you'll be rewarded with several cosmetic rewards, including a mount, a pet, a Night Fae forged armor, and back attachments that will capture the Night Fae's attention. And then here we have the cloth stuff, plate, and leather. I remember that over on Wowhead they had a mail set that they data mined, but I guess that's not part of the official preview. Not yet. Heyo. And spoilers. Ooh, boy, spoilers. So if you're not ready for spoilers, get out. Otherwise, let's go. Alright, the Mists of Tyrande dungeon and story spoilers inside. Despite the whirlwind of chaos stirred by the Anima drought, Time Sith has become eerily quiet. Go forth and investigate to ensure the grove's inhabitants and precious wild seeds are safe. And then here's some bosses, it looks like. Ingra Maluk. Cursed to exist outside the cycle of life and death, the Drust now seek to circumvent their fate using Ardenweald's mechanisms of rebirth. Their would-be conquest has found its way to Tyrande, where Ingra Maluk and his followers use foul magic to subjugate the local inhabitants. Mistcaller. Tyrande is defended by force of arms, but also cunning. The playful Mistcaller has used the mist to confuse and disorient invaders. With a Drust attack, the Mistcaller cannot easily tell friend from foe, and only after her puzzles and games are defeated can you safely reach the heart of Tyrande. So like, not really a boss, but a bunch of minigames. And Tredova. The Gorm have been chewing at the edges of Ardenweald, devouring desiccated husks of the dead. The beast called Tredova has gorged itself on something far more precious, the wild seed of Lakali, Loa of Knowledge. Now that Tredova has tasted the Loa's powers and wisdom, she hungers for more then survival. So a 3 boss guy. And we got to the bottom. Okay, so pretty big preview and an indicator that we may get an alpha build today. So God, this looks really cool. I really love these pictures. These are really awesome. I hope we get some more 4K shots of like places like this, because if the lighting and such looks like this, ooh, really cool. Yeah, really cool. I wanted to just take a moment to like take a look at these for a little bit longer. These fairies, yeah, these are closet savages. Forget the Vorkai, they look cool, but these fairies, they'll like, yeah, they'll harvest you. These things are crazy. But yeah, mortal souls. This is what I wanted to like at least touch on for a little bit, and I wanted to kind of leave this preview with some lingering thoughts on who we're going to see. So druids, hunters, and quote others who tended the land may be judged worthy of an eternity spent caring for the wilds. It's been long rumored that, or at least from data mining and other such things, but we're not quite sure, something's going to happen to Vol'jin. That somehow he's going to be turned into a Loa, or that he's going to be made into some sort of non-mortal thing. So, I'm not quite sure what's going to happen there. But yeah, druids, hunters, and others. Hunters, what notable hunters would be considered like, let's make this person immortal, right? Sylvanas is a hunter. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm pretty sure you won't be happy. People won't be happy about that. For all we, so something that we haven't seen from this preview is word of Tyrande, because we've heard numerous times that Tyrande is going to have something going on over here in Ardenweald, and that there's going to be certain quest lines where we'll find her in the mall. All sorts of things are going to be happening with Tyrande, but nothing that's here in the preview. So for all we know, Tyrande might end up, I don't know if she's going to die, or if something with her connection to Elune will make her into this no longer mortal person, like much greater than Night Elf immortality as it was once upon a time. But she might become like this, the official avatar of Elune. I don't know, but it is interesting that Ardenweald, or that the Winter Queen may just be like, all right, you're immortal. Congratulations. And like, oh, okay, cool, I got this. So I think this will be like an interesting way to I don't know, it's going to be definitely a source of speculation. Okay, cool, who might possibly be chosen to become part of this loop? I mean, you could easily say, well, shoot, Malfurion is clearly he clearly has a very close bond with nature and other such things. So if he were to actually be killed, then he, like Cenarius, would go back to Ardenweald, rest up, and then come back, making him way OP, super OP. I mean, come on, you can straight up make Malfurion like, pretty much immortal. Not immortal, but you kill him, he comes back. You kill him, he comes back. He's a god, pretty much. So that's, well, cool. That is kind of cool. There are lots of possibilities, and this turned out to be a really long preview. Lots of different kind of characters to meet, really interesting environments. This takes the whole nature vibe to a whole new level, because this is like enchanted forest level stuff. You know what I mean? So I think this is really cool. But forget about me. What do you folks at home and on the toilet think? I would love to hear your thoughts in a comment below. Let me know what you think. Let me know if the Night Fae are going to be your chosen covenant, and for what reason? Or is this like Garbo, and you guys are definitely still going to play as Necrolords because of butt flap on their transmog? I don't know. Anyway, that's going to be it for me for now, but stay tuned for more of this and all things Warcraft. All you got to do is subscribe, and of course, like the video, please. Oh yeah, we'll go ahead and see you later. Until then, stay safe, stay healthy, and stay breezy.